Most people see a dilapidated house and see a headache. The world's wealthiest real estate investors see a printing press. But here is the secret they won't tell you at your local bank branch. Real estate investing isn't a game of saving up. It's a game of velocity. If your money is sitting inside a house, it's not working for you. Today, we are diving deep into the BRRRR Method, the most powerful strategy to build a massive portfolio with limited capital. We're going to look at how to structure these deals, why private financing is your best friend, and why your mortgage broker is the only person who can keep the whole engine from exploding. Phase 1. The BRRRR. Breakdown. BRRRR is an acronym for Buy, Rehab, Rent, Refinance, and Repeat. 1. Buy. You don't buy a pretty house. You buy a problem house. You're looking for forced appreciation. 2. Rehab. This is where you create value. You aren't just painting walls. You're fixing the layout, updating the systems, and increasing the after-repair value, ARV. 3. Rent. Before the bank will give you a long-term mortgage, they want to see that the property carries itself. A signed lease is your ticket to the next step. 4. Refinance. This is the magic. You replace your short-term debt with a long-term mortgage based on the new value. 5. Repeat. You take that original capital, now back in your pocket, and you do it again. Expert insight. Pop-up. Velocity of capital equals wealth. Phase 2. The private financing catalyst. Why can't you just use a standard mortgage to start? Because traditional banks are risk-averse. If a house doesn't have a working kitchen or has structural issues, they won't touch it. This is where private financing saves the deal. Private lenders are individuals or companies that lend based on the equity in the deal, not just your credit score. Speed. You can close in 7 to 10 days. In a competitive market, speed wins deals. Flexibility. They lend on the cost of the project, including the renovations. The cost. Yes, private money is more expensive, often 10% to 12% interest. But remember, 12% interest on a 6-month loan is only 6% of the capital. It's a small price to pay to unlock a $100,000 profit. Phase 3. Structuring for success. The math. Let's look at the math. This is how you structure a deal so you don't get stuck. Imagine a house that's a mess, listed for $200,000. You know that once it's fixed, it will be worth $350,000. That $350,000 is your ARV, after repair value. Most lenders will let you go all in at 75% of the ARV. $350,000 times 0.75 equals $262,500. If your purchase, $200,000, plus your rehab, $40,000, plus your closing costs, $10,000, equals $250,000. Then, at the end of the day, when you refinance, the bank cuts you a check for $262,500. You just paid back your private lender, you have no money left in the deal, and you actually put $12,500 in your pocket. That is an infinite return. Phase 4. Why the broker is your shield. Now, here is the part where people lose their shirts. They get the private loan, they do the rehab, and then they can't get the refinance. Maybe their debt-to-income ratio is too high. Maybe the appraisal came in low. Maybe they didn't realize the bank has a seasoning period requirement. As a mortgage and insurance advisor, I am your exit strategy specialist. Pre-flight check. I look at your refinance ability before you ever sign the private loan. Risk management. We talk about insurance, builder's risk during the rehab, and landlord insurance once it's rented. Lender access. I have access to B lenders and private funds that traditional banks will never show you. Real estate isn't about working harder. It's about making your money work smarter. The BRRRR method, combined with private financing, is the fastest vehicle to financial freedom. But you need a navigator. If you're ready to look at your first deal, or you're stuck and need a refinance strategy that actually works, let's talk. Click the link in the description to book a one-on-one strategy session. Don't just buy a house, build a system.
If you like this content, go ahead and subscribe. And please like and share this video.